Today my nostalgic pick is the 1986 romantic comedy drama starring Michael Keaton, Touch and Go. So let's get this thing started. Meet Bobby Barbato, a big-time hockey star who strives for excellence. He's the first one on the ice and the last one to leave. He spends hours studying tape and working on his body. And for his private life, well, let's just say he lives alone but does spend the night with a beautiful lady now and then. It seems his life is exactly the way he likes it, but things are about to change for Bobby when a group of young thugs try to rob him. He chases down the youngest of the group, Lewis, who claims he was forced to go along with the mugging. But Bobby is skeptical about his story as the kid has lying con artists written all over him. At first he drives him to the police department and Lewis begs him not to take him in, so Bobby decides to take him home to his mother. Meet Denise. She's a hardworking woman doing her best to raise her out-of-control son, trying to put him on the right path, but it's not easy. So anyway, if you're wondering what happened to the three that got away, well, they decided to get revenge on Bobby by smashing up his car, but wait, that's not all. Rubber Mandel is not a big-time, well-known director, and he's never had a huge box office hit. But he can say he's worked with Michael Keaton, Brendan Fraser, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and Chris O'Donnell. Plus, he got to direct the X-Files pilot. I mean, how cool is that? To be the first one to direct the actors playing the characters Mulder and Scully? That's pretty freaking awesome.
Sorry, nobody down here but the FBI's most unwanted.
After Denise warns Bobby of the gang members' threats, they decide to go out to dinner. And let's just say, it doesn't stop there. As you just seen, the two of them have a wonderful time together and start to fall in love. At first, Bobby struggles to accept the way he feels inside and pushes Denise away, but with time, he starts to accept his feelings. The romance between these two is definitely the strongest plot point in the movie, and it's the type of performance that Michael Keaton does not get enough credit for. I can feel the chemistry between the performers on screen, and this is where the movie really shines and leaves you wanting more.
What?
As annoyed as Bobby gets with Lewis, he seems to have a soft spot for the troubled child, and a friendship does start to build between them. So much so that Lewis wants Bobby to stay with his mother. You can just see by the great performance by the young actor how much he admires Bobby. And who can forget the restaurant scene? It's pretty funny.
Am I criticizing you?
No, but you're making me nauseous.
So look the other way.
I have to agree with Bobby, but man, that milkshake still looks pretty good. Yep, that's right. Well before his widely known role in Office Space, the young actor was playing in a leading role opposite of Michael Keaton, and he does a pretty good job. Now I have to say, this is a freaking amazing way to start your career. I'm a mega Michael Keaton fan, and this would be a dream come true. I can't even imagine how amazing it was to start his career starring in the movie with the man himself, a man that would become Beetlejuice just 2 years later in Batman and 3. There is a certain 80s feel to the music in Touch and Go that I really like. It fits the film really well, and I have to admit, I didn't really remember how much I liked it until I rewatched the movie for this video. As I was watching it, I sat there and thought, wow, I really like this music. It gives you a feeling that matches the scenes perfectly. I'm a little confused on why I didn't remember the soundtrack more than I did. This Pick Nostalgic video will continue after this very important message.
Come on, let's use our brains.
and not rip the back of our chairs off. And now back to the video. Touch and Go, of course, has its drama, its romance, its action, and yes, its comedy. Remember, at this time, that's really what Michael Keaton was known for. It's the dramatic parts in the film that are really new to the actor. Touch and Go is more of a light-hearted comedy, but it does have its laughs. Well, anyways, here are a few of my favorite funny moments in the film.
He tried to mug you.
Yeah!
Sir, he's 4 feet tall.
Oh, you're real tough. Oh, you're real tough. Got a guy in the back that hoses you down before you get outside.
See, I'm constitutionally unable to relieve myself in front of a woman, all right?
One more thing.
With the movie being shelved due to studio change and very poor promotion, the film never stood a chance. And Michael Keaton's stereotype at the time as a wisecracking comedian also didn't help matters. This is just sad, as people's unwillingness to accept an actor stepping on new grounds hurt what I feel is a pretty good movie. But this would not be the first time Michael Keaton would see resistance about going on unfamiliar grounds as an actor. But the next time, it didn't hurt his box office numbers.
And he had a... Right shot! Now you want to get nuts! Come on!
All right, now listen to me, you slimy little geek.
At first, I thought the gang of young punks was just that. Some young punks. But as the film goes on, they continue to harass them. You start to realize that the leader of the gang is a crazy person seeking some type of revenge, and is capable of some pretty ugly things. Denise ends up in the hospital after her assault, and well, that's when Bobby sets out to take him down.
Well, I got my list too, you know?
See? We're compatible.
This rom-com ends with a happy ending. Louis gets a father figure, Denise gets her own business, and for Bobby, well, he finally lets Denise in. It's really Bobby's character that changes the most in the film, starting off as a spoiled rich hockey player who gets whatever he wants. It takes getting close to Louis and Denise to truly change him. Plus the movie has a total 80s song playing during the credits, you know, because it was the 80s. Yep, this Michael Keaton film ends with a classic Greg Phillinganes song called Signals, and if you haven't heard it, go check it out. It will surely take you back. This was an extremely fun video for me to make, as Michael Keaton is my all-time favorite actor, and Touch and Go is what I like to call my favorite forgotten about Michael Keaton movie. Besides Mr. Mom and Night Shift, all of his other movies prior to Beetlejuice and Batman seem to have been completely forgotten about, which is sad because Michael Keaton is a really good actor. And during his comedy days in the 1980s, he made some good films. Another one of my favorites being Gung Ho, which is a must-watch for any Michael Keaton fan. Now, Touch and Go does have some 80s cheese, and what some may feel are unrealistic moments, which is okay with me. I like me some cheese, and any moment with Michael Keaton acting is believable to me. His performance is fantastic in the film, but it's not just his performance that's great here. All of the performances are top-notch, and that's what really makes this movie special. Now, you will never hear someone say Touch and Go is one of their favorite rom-coms ever, but for me, it is. So yes, I will continue to dare to be different and wave the flag for this forgotten-about classic movie from the 1980s.
It's not like you achieve something and then all of a sudden, boy, I'm happy and I'm running around grinning like a moron.